The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. You talk about this Bengals defense.
They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Taken down at the 41.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Gain of 40 yards. First down, Steelers.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
A give running right is Mitchell.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line as this game gets started.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
His 7th rushing touchdown, 11th overall. And the Steelers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready, break! 18, 5 here! 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates! 70 Rangers, 70 Red Cougar 19.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete. It's Collins. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. You look at this Steeler defense.
Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Buffalo 18. Trap 60, trap 60.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They're going to try and throw football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. The drive will start with an option going left.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. First down, here's Mitchell.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Watch out for Hill on the return. And that one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return.
And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can... A 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far.
There he goes, right side.
He may go.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Lamar Jackson, 69 yards.
And the Steelers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down. They probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 5.
It's 3rd down and 5.
19 tight. 19 tight. Let go.
They'll set up a throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
60 Bison. Dragon 60. Warrior 70. Go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Jacorian Bennett has it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
They'll take over 1st down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Try the right side with Mitchell.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 28-0.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Now a Krich here as he's past the 30. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. He'll let this go deep for Collins. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the 1st.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Forced out to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Sometimes these plays, they go for big yardage, and sometimes they absolutely blow up in your face. When you ask a player to do something they doesn't ordinarily do for a living, you never know the end result.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right.
That one behind his man, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal.
This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. And his kick here is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
DC, right?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
On the counter, Mitchell.
Able to avoid him at the 40.
And he's got it to about the 40. Now a 2nd and 6.
They go play action with Jackson.
At the Bengals 40-yard line.
And his throw here's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. They go play action now. Jackson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line.
Back to the ground here. Mitchell down at the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
And quickly they get to the line.
Another run with Mitchell.
A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
3rd and 3.
At the 6-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Jackson.
3rd down.
Being chased out left. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. Jackson now. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Bengals drive about to get going. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Back to throw now on first down. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. This will be caught. It's Waddle. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now it's Jackson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. McPherson's kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
I got you, boy.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Cincinnati. 63 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now back to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve.
Got his man, Dell. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, and the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
79 Broncos. 19 tight. 19 tight. Let go.
Back to throw again. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Throw caught by Achane. Touchdown Bengals. Devon Achane hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the Steelers first down with ease as they'll wind up getting 9 there on 4th and 5.
And the Steelers first down.
Jackson options out left. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself. Took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And this is caught at the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tyreek Hill, 58 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. After the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues. And that's caught inside the 35. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. That is incomplete.
But we saw that they had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
18, Pioneer.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Let's go now.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
And with the scoreboard against him here in the 4th quarter, this was definitely 4-down territory. Really nice job there finding a way to get open, and a really nice throw. That sets him up with 1st and goal.
Here we go, set.
Achan is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Ready, break.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Let go.
Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And this brings up a 3rd and goal.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Go.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
Come on, set. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Come 19, come 19. Buffalo 18. Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Dancing to his left. And he is going to be out of bounds here, short of the line to gain, so that will be a turnover on downs. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And they'll send Waddle in motion left.
Yeah. Report.
Play action. Now Jackson. Open man is Waddle, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And they'll send Waddle in motion left. On 2nd down, Jackson.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Hey, middle.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Partner, I think this will win a ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Jacorian Bennett has it.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
McPherson on for the point after.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Buying time to his left.
That is caught by Dell.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line.
DC, ready?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable, but that time the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
He's going to sling this deep downfield.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
A very good starting field position from the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
18 Cardinal, 18 Mustang 19. Hurry. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Get it.
And they will take a knee here. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just